It'd be easier for people to instinctively understand how we plan if I tell you a little bit about XE's history and about the business model. So XE Connecting Excellence Group, we have a flagship operating business called Spencer Riley, and we are an international executive recruitment platform. So that means there's a direct correlation between billing recruiters who work in the business and our revenues and our profits. The markets we actually work in are uncorrelated to Bitcoin. So we work in professional services, and we're executive recruitment is commonly understood as a headhunting business. So we might place a director with a PwC or a Deloitte over in the USA. We might be working in business advisory and consultancy with some of the world's largest businesses in that industry. Logistics we work in, AI, intelligence and data solutions, and construction and engineering. So the markets we're generating revenue from are uncorrelated to Bitcoin. And then we have a Bitcoin treasury strategy and a capital markets team that, we have an ATM in place. We have the XE Bitcoin bonds program launched earlier on this year. And we have the ability as a listed executive recruitment group and a scalable business to be able to raise equity to buy more Bitcoin at a positive MNAV as well. So if you look back at the business, before we became a listed entity late in 2025, we were a private business, and we started buying Bitcoin in 2021. And we started buying pretty much at the peak. I think it was October 2021. And throughout the 4 years following 21 to our listing in 2025, we bought Bitcoin price agnostically every day for quite a significant amount of time, but at least every day, every week, we were buying Bitcoin. And over that 4-year period from 21 to 25, the revenues were increasing more than 30% compound annual growth rate year on year, which meant that we were kind of negatively correlated to Bitcoin in that the revenues were going up and the Bitcoin price was going down, which meant that because our revenues are uncorrelated to Bitcoin, we're actually able to buy more Bitcoin than we would have done if the price was just going up in Bitcoin. So having had the 4 years experience of starting a Bitcoin treasury as a private business at pretty much the peak before an 80% drawdown, we've been through that period before. And it's a similar look into the future in that our growth strategy is to attract high billing revenue generating executive recruiters to the business. One of the benefits of them joining our business is the fact that we have a Bitcoin balance sheet and a Bitcoin strategy, and that's designed to increase Bitcoin per share. But those heads that we bring into the business as a base case, they'd be looking at bringing in $250,000 revenue and about 125,000 profit year on year. So if you bring in 10 additional people, that hiring strategy isn't dependent on the Bitcoin market or the Bitcoin price. We have a base case conservative hiring strategy that allows us to then provide a Bitcoin yield regardless of whether the capital markets are shut or open. So we believe that the fact that the operating business benefits from a Bitcoin treasury means that, yes, we could see with a bull market turnaround in the short term, we could see an increased interest from competing executive recruiters in joining the business, and an increased interest from competing companies looking to join the recruitment group. But it doesn't make a difference to how we are effectively managing and executing that operational growth strategy.